chance to move. Yeah, but I'll move around and see it now.
For sure.
And is it St. Vincent and the Grenadines yours as well?
My mom is from St. Vincent, my dad is from Jamaica, but my boyfriend is from Trinidad, so this is like my
That's
life.
interesting.
Yeah, the whole Caribbean mashup.
So, mom Vincentian,
Yes.
dad Yadi,
Jamaican. Yeah.
and then a boyfriend Trini.
Yes.
And so you chose to do about Trini
Yes.
Tabanka.
Yeah.
I'm curious, that's even just to start there. How
Yeah,
come?
for
Why
sure.
not?
So, Trinidad Tabanka means like that you have a love sickness.
Hold on, let's turn around.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Perfect.
In Trinidad vernacular, like Tabanka means to have like a love sickness, a yearning, a desire, almost like a grief in a sense. And so because I'm able to go with him so often to Trinidad, I've built such a deep and strong connection there that I'm unable to have with my own roots, unfortunately. So I've developed like this community, this acceptance into his family, and so this is my love letter to them and for allowing me into their space. And I'm also, in a sense, I feel connecting back to my own roots because of the Caribbean diaspora. It's so strong, and even though it's different island to island, I still feel, I know, like these smells are the same in Jamaica, these smells are the same in St. Vincent, and the food is similar, the way we talk is so similar, and I just connect so deeply to there, and this is my love and appreciation for them.
It's a landscape, right? And can you walk me through? There's so many. Is there any particular ones that stand out for you that is a part of that story?
Yes, I actually
Resonate?
think the window.
This
window,
one?
Yeah, the window is a portal for me. I think it's kind of like it takes you into the space and outside of the space. So the interior versus exterior for me deals with being accepted in and being allowed into a space that's so sacred to people. And once you're on the inside, what does it look like looking outwards, and vice versa? When you're on the outside, what does it mean to look in and not have that invitation to come in? And so it deals with the family, the deep family complex situations that I'm dealing with right now, but it's a windowscape that I think allows the viewer to see both sides. Yeah.
Any others that jump out to you? It's hard to choose because
It's
they're all
hard to choose.
right.
There's so many, but I think if I had to choose another one, it would have to be this one.
I was gonna say I was curious about her. Like,
This is my boyfriend's mom, and
Right.
so she means the world to me. I can almost start crying just thinking about her, and I can feel her here in spirit. So this is just her in her essence. This is her in her home, in her kitchen, and I just know that she would be so happy to see her.
wow. And so, as you said, right, you're not able to connect with St. Vincent and Jamaica in the same way.
The same way, yeah.
But you've been to both?
I've been to both. Yeah.
And so what, sorry, I'm not getting
No,
too
it's
business,
okay.
but
No,
personal.
that's
But what
okay.
gets in the way of you being as connected there, you think?
Family, a little complex family relationships, navigating through those right now. And like, per se, my dad, he moved here in the 80s and he hasn't been back since until this past January. He went with my mom
Right.
for the first time in 40 years. And
Wow.
so, I never got to go on a trip with him myself there. I went on a girls' trip to Negrils, so
Right.
that, it was different. It wasn't the same experience that I wanted. And for my mom, she doesn't get to go often. There's like financial reasons
Right,
behind that and
yeah.
stuff, so she doesn't get to go as often either. But whenever I do go, I'm really thankful still, because you're kind of seeing, and it gets emotional because you're seeing your family get older while you're away. And so it's the unfortunate reality of being an immigrant and coming here, and when you go back, like you don't recognize them, they don't recognize you, because you're growing so quick, so far apart. And so yeah, there's those complex reasons.
And as you've been going to Trinidad, as you said, it's like another portal to kind of your own other heritages,
Yeah.
right? Because frankly, having a boyfriend and spending time in Trinidad,
Yeah.
it's now part of your heritage
Yeah,
too, right?
exactly,
Because it's so part of your lived experience,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Is there things that you, as you said, kind of the similarities, but is there things that it helps to connect you, anchor you, make you feel a bit grounded in terms of your other Caribbean heritages?
I think one thing for sure is music, and the way that we're able to connect to music regardless of what island you're from. Reggae is a big thing everywhere, soca, but also the food. Even though the food is so different, like you can taste it, the love in cooking and what it means to lime. In Trinidad, liming is known. People come and they hang out, but it's all in the cooking, it's all in the preparation, it's in the laughing, the shit talking, the card playing, the domino playing, like all of those things I feel like are so similar throughout the Caribbean that I understand what that feeling is, like that home feeling. And I think that's so special, and that's something that you can't really find anywhere else in the world, I feel.
Well, you know, and it's that thing about in Jamaica we call hold the vibes,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
And it's so funny what you're describing what I've had the benefit of doing because I go back a lot, and
Yeah.
and I think you're right, right? When you stay in a touristy area or
Yeah.
whatever, but when you go inland and you spend time with your family, and, you know,
Exactly.
you're hearing the stories,
Right,
you're feeling the
right.
vibe of how they've lived, and you're
Exactly.
connected to, which is probably what you experience in Trinidad. You're able to go to your boyfriend's
Yeah.
home, and
Yes.
it's home,
Yes,
right?
it's home, yes.
And that's what it's probably you're missing. Like when you go to it's like, oh, where's the home
Yes,
place?
yes,
To
yes.
kind of anchor in the food and the smells and
Yeah.
the people and whatever. So you're kind of looking through, as you said, to the window
Yeah.
there. So okay, so this is like Jamaica. This is like, but it'll be interesting.
Exactly.
I hope in the future you do get to have that
Me
experience
too.
in both
Thank
St.
you.
Vincent and
Yeah.
Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
Maybe your boyfriend and you can make that plan.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's coming.
It's in the works. It's in the works.
Yeah, and you know what I find funny to be in Trinidad, right? It's like you're probably things like, as you said, reggae, right? Because I remember we went for Carnival one year, and literally the day after Carnival, all we heard was reggae music.
Reggae, yes, yes, yes,
right?
it's a big vibe
Which
down
people
there.
don't realize.
Exactly.
People think, oh, you know, and so when you hear this thing, oh, Trinidad's and you think it's so stupid because
yeah.
at the end of the day, and now Jamaica, big love for soca.
Exactly.
Soca's everywhere now,
yes.
right?
And the Trinidad and the Zesta music.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? It's,
Yeah.
it's this kind of mix-up, mash-up,
Yeah, exactly.
which is really, and do you feel like having lived here in Canada, where there's more of that kind of combination of people, does that give you some kind of way of being in Trinidad that you think is really significant, right? That if you hadn't grown up in a country like Canada, where you mix with everybody.
Exactly. Yeah.
you know?
I think being from a place where it's such a melting pot, like you're kind of already accustomed. But I already grew up. Like I grew up in kindergarten, having friends from multiple backgrounds and multiple, creeds and what have you. So I think it's helpful. But so it wasn't a culture shock for me.
Right.
It wasn't a culture shock because I also grew up hearing the same music, hearing the same twang, speaking the same language at home. So it's just something that's so reminiscent of the heart.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful. And what are you working on anything else that's coming up? Any other kinds of?
Hopefully soon. Like
Yeah.
I'm working off of this momentum. I'll actually be going to school for library technician diploma, and so I'm hoping in the future that I could bridge the two together, like with my background in fine art and photography, printmaking as well. I'm hoping that I can coordinate programs in the future. Like I have a vision of having like a workshop space where there's library books and children can come in and learn to do hands-on things that are really cool in the arts that maybe are dying or don't get enough recognition. I really want to cultivate a space where people can come together and read or have some coffee or do some schoolwork, because those are the places I was looking for when I was in school that we probably didn't have as much of that we needed, especially for Black and brown people. I really think that's an important space to have. So.
Great. And I love the idea that you are, it's just striking me that you're telling a story with multiple photos as opposed to like this major work, right?
Yeah.
You're really weaving in narratives.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, library technician, because you're about storytelling.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
I think
Which is so funny. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's really great. And your IG, how do people follow you?
My name on IG is _ at Amara King or at _ Amara King, AMARAKING. I would love to see you guys check out my work and connect with them.
Great. Thanks for talking to me.
Thank you so much.
All right,
This
I'm going to
was
look
so
at the work.
special. Yes, for sure. Yes,
Thanks
okay,
a lot.
awesome. Thank you.
Douglas. I'm
Douglas. Okay, it's so nice to meet you.
And I'll tag you, and
Okay.
so for sure you'll
Okay,
see
awesome.
you.
Yeah, so my business card is right over there. So.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks. All right. This is Amara King. And then this is her. I love these kind of photos. Is that great? And of course you got St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I don't think I've seen one of these before. Mastique. Where is that? I love this one.
Gradex is stressful right now.
Oh, I love this. It's brilliant. Floor.
There's 60 here, but I think I photographed like just over 100. Yeah, maybe. I don't know the exact number.
Ah.
Yes, yes. And some of those pins have like 2 or 3 phones at them, so it's definitely like starting. Yeah, starting 100, 110, like somewhere up there. I can't keep track anymore. It's been a few years just doing like off and on, like, just obsessively, and then I was just doing it for myself, and then I realized I should make something out of it. So, yeah, exactly. It would just kind of take up space on my computer.
Oh yeah, look at this. So great. So neat. An accordion of photos. Wow. I think it got ripped, I think. Yeah. Brilliant.